Welcome back to another road journey through Kenya. Today we are driving along the country's most famous and at times one of the most dangerous roads, the legendary Thika Superhighway, traveling from Juja towards Rostas on the northern edge of Nairobi. Stretching along the Nairobi-Thika corridor, this highway transformed travel in Kenya when it opened, turning what was once a slow and frustrating journey into one of the most country's important transport routes. The road forms part of the A2 corridor, linking with the central and northern Kenya. As we begin somewhere in Juja, the road appears calm. Wide lanes, modern interchanges, footbridges crossing overhead. On the surface, everything looks designed for speed and efficiency. But everyone who drives here regularly knows that appearance can be deceiving. This road carries enormous volumes of traffic every day. Over the years, rapid population growth in Juja, Ruiru, Kahawa, Roysambu, and surrounding areas has dramatically increased pressure on the highway. What was once considered a solution of congestion now often struggles under the weight of thousands of daily commuters. As we continue towards Ruiru, notice how quickly traffic conditions can change. One moment vehicles are cruising comfortably, the next, brake lights begin to illuminate the horizon. A small incident on the highway can trigger kilometers of congestion. Drivers frequently switch lanes aggressively, matatus compete for every available gap, and impatient motorists often take risks to gain only a few seconds. This combination of speed and unpredictable driving behavior is what makes the Thika Superhighway both impressive and intimidating. Danger here isn't always visible. Sometimes it comes from overconfidence. A road this wide creates the illusion of safety. Drivers feel comfortable pushing beyond safe speeds. Reaction time becomes shorter. Stopping distances become longer. And when something unexpected happens, there is often very little room for error. As we pass through Ruiru section, we are traveling through one of the fastest growing urban corridors in East Africa. Residential estates stretch into the distance. Universities, industries, shopping centers, and business parks line up the route. Every morning and evening, thousands of people depend on this highway to get to work, school, and home. A few lessons for drivers on this road. The first one, a wide road is not always a safe road. One of the biggest mistakes drivers make is assuming more lanes automatically means less danger. Wide highways often encourage higher speeds, but speed reduces reaction time and increases the severity of crashes. The road may look forgiving, but mistakes happen much faster at highway speeds. The second one, patience is faster than aggression. Many drivers weave through traffic searching for the quickest lane. Yet in most cases, aggressive lane changes save only seconds while greatly increases risk. Safe drivers understand that driving a few minutes later is better than not arriving at all. The third one, always expect the unexpected. On this road, conditions can change instantly. A vehicle may brake suddenly, a motorcycle may appear in a blind spot, a pedestrian may attempt an unsafe crossing. Defensive driving means preparing for situations before they happen. The fourth one, maintain a safe following distance. Tailgating is one of the most common dangers on busy highways. Keep enough space between your vehicle and the one ahead. Gives you time to react if traffic suddenly slows down. The fifth one, your indicators are your safety tools. Too many accidents occur because drivers change lanes without signaling. Indicators communicate your intentions and help other drivers and road users to make safe decisions. The sixth one, respect all road users. The highway is shared by private cars, buses, matatus, trucks, motorcycles, cyclists, and pedestrians. Safe driving begins with recognizing that everyone is trying to reach their destination safely. The seventh, never drive while distracted. A quick glance at a phone can mean traveling dozens of meters without looking at the road. On a busy highway, that distance can be the difference between a close call and a serious collision. The eighth, speed limits exist for a reason. Many drivers view speed limits as a suggestion rather than a safety measure. The safest drivers understand that speed limits are designed around the road condition, traffic patterns, and stopping distances. The ninth, stay calm during traffic jams. Traffic congestion can be frustrating, especially during rush hour. Frustration often leads to poor decision, aggressive driving, and unnecessary risk. Calm drivers make better choices. And finally, the 10th, every journey has one goal. The goal of driving is not to be the fastest vehicle on the road. It's not to overtake the most cars. The goal is simple, arrive safely. So, every day, thousands of people travel this highway for work, business, education, and family commitments. The most valuable lessons any driver can learn is that road safety is shared responsibly. Every decision behind the wheel affects not only you, but everyone around you. A responsible driver leaves home with confidence, drives with patience, and arrives with gratitude. Because at the end of the day, the best journey is not the fastest one, it's the one that does end safely. Look carefully at the footbridges ahead. Their presence tells a story. Over the years, authorities have had to increase pedestrian infrastructure because of the number of people attempting to cross this busy highway. Additional footbridges have been introduced specifically to improve safety and reduce accidents involving pedestrians. Yes, despite these improvements, challenges remain. Many pedestrians still take dangerous shortcuts. Motorcycles weave between lanes, heavy trucks mix with small passenger cars, and during peak hours, traffic can shift from free flowing to gridlocked within minutes. Now approaching Kahawa and the outskirts of Nairobi, the pace of the journey begins to change. Traffic density increases. The number of entry and exit points grows. Public transport activities intensifies. This is where driving becomes less about speed and more about anticipation. Experienced motorists know that serving Thika Road isn't about simply controlling your own vehicle. It's about predicting what everyone else might do next. A sudden lane change, a stalled vehicle, an unexpected pedestrian, a matatu stopping without warning. Every kilometer demands attention. The Thika Superhighway is often celebrated as one of Kenya's greatest infrastructure achievements, a project that dramatically improved mobility and economic activity across the region. When completed, it stood as a symbol of modern Kenya and significantly reduced travel times between Nairobi and Thika. but infrastructure alone cannot guarantee safety. Road safety ultimately depends on the decision made behind every steering wheel. As we approach Roasters, the skyline of Nairobi grows closer, traffic thickens, vehicles merge from multiple directions. The rhythm of the road changes from highway cruising to urban navigation. This section is familiar to millions of Kenyans. For me, it's final stretch before work. For others, it's the beginning of a long journey home. And for many drivers, it serves as a daily reminder that even on the widest roads, vigilance remains the most important safety feature. From Juja to Roasters, we've traveled one of the most significant transport corridors, a road that represents progress, a road that powers business, a road that connects communities, but also a road that demands respect. Because on the Thika Superhighway, every safe arrival is earned through patience, awareness, and responsible driving. Thank you for joining this drive. If you've enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more road trips across Kenya. Until the next drive, stay safe, keep your eyes on the road.